Europe is progressing toward launching a digital currency known as the digital euro, a project initiated by the European Central Bank, ECB, to modernize the euro and enhance the digital payments landscape. While the digital euro has entered the testing stages, it represents a significant step toward modernizing Europe's monetary system and enhancing the digital payments infrastructure. Recently, the European Central Bank, ECB, has unveiled a new platform to test the digital euro across 70 companies in Europe. This platform is part of the bank's plan to examine the real-world application of the digital currency. The platform has partnered with banks, startups, fintechs, and payment service providers to evaluate payment features and pursue innovative services. As always, we have a set of questions to answer. What is a digital euro? Why does Europe want to launch the digital euro? Will the digital euro replace existing forms of money? What is the current status of the digital euro? What are the potential downsides of the digital euro? How are Bitcoin, stablecoins, and central bank digital currencies like the digital euro different? And how the trial of the digital euro is going on? As we proceed, I would like to encourage you to like the video and share your perspectives on the topic in the comments section below. Your input is highly valuable to us and a wider audience around the globe. The digital euro is a central bank digital currency, CBDC, that aims to provide a public alternative to cash. It would create a European-owned payments network, challenging the current model, which is dependent on foreign card schemes and risky dollar-backed digital currencies. Why does Europe want to launch the digital euro? Central banks around the Eurozone have cited the need for the digital euro based on the declining use of cash in society and the rise of private solutions such as cryptocurrencies. There is a significant premium on keeping money outside the private sector's hands, with stablecoins like Libra or Diem, a Facebook project, being cited. The digital euro would enable Europe to reduce its dependence on foreign firms, regain control over critical payment infrastructure, and provide a reliable alternative to risky dollar-backed digital currencies. Dollar-backed digital currencies are private digital versions of the US dollar. Today, the European payments landscape is dominated by US companies like Visa and MasterCard. More than two-thirds of card transactions in the euro area were settled through international payment schemes in the second half of 2023, skimming millions off European consumers and small businesses. Not only do these payment service providers charge hefty transaction fees, but foreign ownership leaves the EU's payments infrastructure dangerously exposed to external political pressures. Will the digital euro replace existing forms of money? The digital euro would complement euro banknotes and coins, not replace them. People, businesses, and public entities would have the choice to pay in euro banknotes and coins, other private electronic means of payment, or in the digital euro. Today's proposal on legal tender would ensure that euro cash remains widely accepted for payments and easily accessible for people, businesses, and public entities across the euro area. What is the current status of the digital euro? Currently, the digital euro is not yet available for public use, though the trial of the digital euro has started. The trial period for the digital euro runs till the end of May 2025, when workshops and workstream findings will be compiled into one report. The decision to launch the digital euro will be made later in October 2025 after the completion of 2 years of preparation work. The ECB is confident that its efforts to create monetary sovereignty and independent payment systems will attract adequate support despite legislative setbacks. Christine Lagarde, the president of the European Central Bank, has said, "We need to prepare our currency for the future," and further elaborated that the ECB envisages a digital euro as a digital form of cash that can be used for all digital payments, free of charge, and that meets the highest privacy standards. It would coexist alongside physical cash, which will always be available, leaving no one behind. Supporters of the digital euro have emphasized its benefits despite technical and privacy-related concerns. The digital euro enhances the user experience on payment platforms and improves the independence of Europe's monetary operations. Let's understand, what are the potential downsides of the digital euro? The digital euro has potential downsides, many of them echoed in the other launches of central bank digital currencies. For example, the central bank will become a technology company focused on procurement with central points of failure. This was a breeding ground for corruption for the bureaucrat fortunate enough to make these technical choices in China. While the digital euro is slated to coexist with cash, This also comes when EU nations are voting on ending end-to-end encryption, a critical digital privacy tool, and have started to restrict cash with limits being placed on how much you can spend in cash to accelerate its slow demise. How are Bitcoin, stablecoins, and central bank digital currencies like the digital euro different? Central bank digital currencies represent a direct obligation of the central bank. Given that the central bank possesses the authority to issue currency, it can effectively create digital euros at its discretion. The framework and data associated with a central bank digital currency are typically developed entirely by the central bank, with support from selected private vendors. In China, the central bank has opted for a centralized data repository instead of utilizing distributed ledger technology, resulting in limited technical transparency. Consequently, the central bank maintains complete control over the system, which lacks external access. It appears probable that the digital euro will follow a similar trajectory. Stablecoins, such as USDT, Tether, and USDC, Circle, are managed by private entities. Notably, Facebook introduced a stablecoin named Libra, which quickly disappeared from public attention. Stablecoins rely on the existence of a company that guarantees the redemption of reserves, such as US dollars, at a fixed ratio in exchange for their tokens. Conversely, most cryptocurrencies function similarly to stablecoins, featuring a recognizable founder and a company that serves as a centralizing point, with the exception of Bitcoin, whose creator Satoshi has left billions in Bitcoin unspent. In terms of self-custody and personal wallets, Bitcoin stands out as the only cryptocurrency of significant scale that can genuinely offer decentralization, along with the capacity to ensure privacy and censorship-resistant transactions, regardless of shifting political landscapes. How the trial of the digital euro is going on. The testing focuses on two distinct areas called pioneers and visionaries. The pioneers are responsible for testing fundamental functionalities, such as conditional payments, which are executed only when certain criteria are met. This includes automated payments that are triggered upon the arrival of a package at its designated location. The European Central Bank, ECB, has established a technical framework, incorporating APIs that allow participants to assess and integrate these applications with existing systems. Conversely, the visionaries investigate how the digital euro can fulfill social requirements, particularly in enhancing financial inclusion. They suggest distributing digital euro wallets through post offices to ensure accessibility for individuals lacking bank accounts or smartphones. Both groups will share their insights through workshops and reports, aiding in future decision-making regarding the digital euro. The ECB has shown optimism about the digital euro's potential, bolstered by growing interest from the private sector. Participants are required to document their experiences and provide feedback on the digital euro's effectiveness and performance. This feedback and the resulting reports will assist the ECB in making informed decisions about the design and future development of digital currency within European economies. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for new videos on important international topics.